My name is Eve Maguire. I am the mother of Suzanne. Suzanne has been living with MND/ALS for the last 13 years. When she was diagnosed, the doctors only gave her less than 4 years to live. Because of her writing and her sheer determination to leave a legacy for her 2 boys, Lance and Aaron, she has stayed strong and she's still with us. Her recent visit to the hospital wasn't the best, unfortunately. So time isn't on our side. I want to do everything I can to make her dream of the Spellbound Chronicles trilogy a success and leaving a legacy for her family. We have spent the last 12 years developing ideas, writing and getting our first book, The Spellbound Chronicles Bloodline, self-published, but we have hit a brick wall.
This is where you wonderful patrons can help. This campaign is for your assistance in getting the second book, Witch's Revenge, to print. This is our first campaign and hopefully it won't be our last. Witch's Revenge is the sequel to Bloodline. Spellbound Chronicles tells the story of Lana and Aaron, who, while geocaching in the ancient Sherwood Forest, find themselves reluctantly pulled through time into a Sherwood of the future. Faced with the task of fighting to save an enslaved and fast mutating race from extinction, they set out with the formidable wizard Balger and his friends to take on the might of the fearsome warlock Mordrog. A battle for wands, destruction and kidnapping ensues, with a hint of romance thrown in the form of underground shapeshifter Kai. As the final epic battle takes place, will Lana and Aaron survive the fight long enough to return unscathed to their own time and their own Sherwood?
We need only £9,000 to get 1,500 copies of Witch's Revenge printed. Pay our amazing editor Gordon and our talented illustrator Peter Jarvis.
Everyone who helps us will receive a PDF copy of the first book and the second book once completed. No matter how much you pledge, we want to give something back to say a huge thank you. Patrons who pledge more will receive even more amazing perks, including signed copies of the books, t-shirts, limited edition signed, illustration prints and much more. You can find a full list of your rewards below.
If we all manage to get these books published for Suzanne and her boys, it will make everything we have been through over the last 12 years worth it. There have been some very emotional times and some absolutely awe-inspiring moments. But for Suzanne to be able to leave the legacy of the Spellbound Chronicles to her boys would be the best gift ever. We would love for you to help us with this. We want you to become a part of the happier times that we have had.
We have had some struggle over the years with printers upping their prices and our first illustrator not giving us what we wanted, and PR companies promising the world, but we have learned so much. The most important lesson we have learned is where to invest our available capital, and that's with the people who are in this with us.
Along our journey, we have met some not so helpful people, some very greedy people, and some extremely wonderful, helpful ones. We have kept the wonderful, helpful ones close, and like us, they are in this to make it a great success.
Right,
Come on.
I'm ready, shall I?
Come on, Bob.
Come on. Come
Come
on.
on, Bob. Up here.
If we should raise more than the initial £9,000, stretch goals will be announced. Please keep watching this campaign or follow the book's Facebook page. Links are provided below.
If you would like to contribute just to help out, you don't necessarily want anything in return. You can do so at the top of the page where the bright pink button says Contribute Now. All you'll get is our heartfelt thanks in return. I understand that some people just can't contribute, but that doesn't mean that you can't help. You can spread the word about this campaign to anyone you think might be interested in our book. Thank you so much.